Hey there, welcome back to AI Code King. In my recent video, I covered how you can avoid GitHub's Copilot $10 subscription fee by using alternatives like ContinueDev and CodeQwen to create your own Copilot clone. These tools work just as efficiently as GitHub's Copilot. However, there's one major drawback: the terminal bash command suggestion feature. For those unfamiliar, GitHub Copilot offers a terminal command called GHCS, which allows you to input what you want to achieve, and it generates the corresponding bash command. For instance, if you want to remove your entire OS, you can ask for that, and it will generate the rmrf/* command. This feature is incredibly useful for those who aren't well versed in bash scripting or complex ffmpeg commands. Let's be honest, remembering those ffmpeg commands feels like a task only an alien could handle. And don't even get me started on the frustration of searching Google for the correct usage of grep and cat when you need to find a specific line in your log files. It's pretty annoying to say the least, and that's why this feature is so addictive for those who use it. But, as you know, I don't use Copilot, and if you're planning to break free from it, you might still want to use this feature. But worry not, because I've got you covered. Today, I'll be telling you about ShellGPT. ShellGPT is an open-source alternative to GitHub's Copilot CLI. It allows you to connect with OpenAI models or local models via Ollama. It can generate shell commands for you and even execute them on your behalf. Additionally, you can have general conversations with it if you don't want to run a command. With each generation, ShellGPT gives you the option to accept or reject the command. If you reject it, you can request a refined version. It's pretty neat. You can also use ShellGPT to write code, directly place it in a file, and then run it. Interactive chat is another feature it offers, providing a seamless experience for users who need both command execution and conversational capabilities. ShellGPT comes with a ton of features. It can assist with complex bash commands, making it easier for users who are not experts in shell scripting. Whether you're dealing with ffmpeg commands, trying to filter logs with grep, or simply need a quick bash script, ShellGPT can handle it. It's pretty cool, to say the least. As I already mentioned, you can use it with OpenAI as well as local models via Ollama. So, as you would have guessed, we'll be using Ollama. Specifically, we'll be using the Phi-3 mini model for this use case because it's a really small model with about 4 billion parameters, which will help us run it on almost any computer, even without GPUs. So, let's check it out and get it installed. First, we'll need to get Ollama installed. Go to Ollama's site, click on the download button, choose your operating system, and get it installed. Once it has been installed, go to the Models page. Over here, click on the Phi-3 option and copy the command. Now, paste the command in your terminal, and the model will start getting installed. You can also use any other model if you want as well. Anyway, once it has been installed, you'll see this chat interface on your terminal. Go ahead and send a message to check if it's working. Once this is done, go to ShellGPT's GitHub repo. Now, scroll down, copy this command, and run it. Make sure you have Python installed for this command to work, because it uses the pip package manager. Anyway, run it, and it will get installed. Once it's installed, run the SGPT command. This will ask you for an OpenAI API key. Just write hello in this, because we won't be using it with OpenAI. Anyway, once you do that, you'll see this error. It's good. You don't need to worry. Now, run this pip install LiteLLM command. This will install the LiteLLM package, which will help us connect it to our Ollama server. Anyway, once you run it, it will get installed. Now, open up this file. This is the config file for ShellGPT. Once you open it, you'll see these lines. Now, over here, set the useLite LLM variable to true, and in the default model change it to Ultima/Phi-3. Once it looks like this, save the file. Now, we can start using it. Let's start with a simple hi command. To use it, we'll need to first write SGPT and then our prompt in quotation marks. Once it looks like this, run it, and you should be able to see the output. Now that's good. But let's try some real stuff. To make it output shell commands and run them, we'll need to use the S operator in the command like this, and then we can give it our prompt. Here, I'm asking it to create a file named hello.txt and write hello world to that file. Now, let's run it. As you can see, it gives us the correct command. Now, we can execute the command, describe the command, or abort the command. Describing the command will explain everything about how the command works. Let's try the describe option. As you can see, it starts describing it, and it really gives a fully detailed answer. It's a really great option if you also want to know about the command it generates. Anyway, now let's execute it. Okay, it's executed. Now let's do an ls command over here, and as we can see, the file is created. If we look at its content, we can also see that hello world is written in this hello.txt file. Amazing! So, that's how you can use it for generating your shell commands. But now, let's also look at its code generation feature. Here, you can add a C operator to this command, which will force it to only output code, and then you can send the code to a file. Here, I have asked it to create a simple fizzbuzz program in Python and send it to a fizzbuzz.py file. If we run it, we can see that it worked. Now, let's run the program. As you can see, it gives the correct output. We can also look at the code. As you can see, it's pretty good. You can also use the pipe operator with the command to add another command's output to your prompt. For example, in this example, I am trying to give it the git diff details and ask it to create a commit message for me. If I run it, you can see it gives me a good commit message. It's really amazing. This is a really cool tool to use. They also have some great prompts as shown on their GitHub page. It is really a powerful tool, and most of the time, it generates working shell scripts that actually work, and it just feels amazing. It's almost equivalent to Github Copilot, and the best part is, it's fully local. Anyway, go ahead and give it a try, and let me know your results in the comments. Also, if you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below this video. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.